So we'll just record you making dressing.
Oh.
So I can watch it every year.
Okay.
So what's your favorite Thanksgiving ever?
Well, I don't have any idea. I don't really remember Thanksgivings like that, really.
Hard to believe all that bread's gonna go in there.
It's gonna what?
No, low carb.
Bread's gotta go in there.
Where's... It's got to be torn up, didn't it?
Okay. I was trying to save the pan.
Huh?
I was trying to save the pan.
From what?
Scratching.
You want to go outside and play with the ball?
You want to make it in this bigger pan and then transfer it?
No.
Okay.
It's fine. Where's this?
I had to buy 2 little ones. That's all they had.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Sage.
Sage. Yeah, there's sage in it.
Mucho sage. A little bit of poultry seasoning.
Do you remember that year Grandma it tasted like she put like a ton of... You remember that year? It was like, oh. Doesn't want to come out.
Okay.
You're faster than I am.
What's that?
More sage?
No, not yet. Let's mix
Poultry
it up.
seasoning?
Yeah. Let's mix it up and see what we got first. About half a bottle. Good Lord.
You just gotta pull really hard here. Go ahead.
A wooden spoon. Thank you.
She is on it.
Hey. And as much there as I thought there was.
You're gonna need a whole nother box. You want a can?
I don't know.
No, they're resealable.
Okay. You need some anyway, so.
Yeah.
The dressing war.
Huh?
The dressing war.
Not a word, just
Different tastes.
Grew up eating differently.
I think that's what Thanksgiving's all about.
Keisha's torn between the two. Carrie likes cornbread dressing.
I just remember, do you remember that trip we took? I think Dad said it was Hart where we got there. And
Oh, that was a horrible mess that year. It was undercooked. It was horribly undercooked. I didn't like it that year.
it was all runny.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm not eating it.
Good job.
I think we're going to have a drama-free Thanksgiving.
That would be good. How many eggs do you want to beat?
3.
3?
I'm going to need all of these too. Probably some more after that.
Okay, I bought plenty.
Oh, you didn't do your breathing treatment.
Oh, you're right.
Well, Mom last night sleeping, he seemed to sleep better. When, besides the Benadryl thing.
He said he had a horrible cough.
Yeah.
You want me to drizzle?
Yeah, go ahead and stick it in there.
Want salt and pepper? Salt and pepper.
You got that egg turner out. Oh, yeah. You doing this whole thing? Gosh.
Did you say you needed more broth?
Yeah, I will, I think. I
Okay.
haven't got it all soaked up yet, but
Okay.
So talk about something, make it more entertaining.
Talk about what?
Anything.
Horses?
Sure. What's your take on horses' death?
Oh, they're okay. They're not a bad animal. Expensive, but they're not a bad animal.
Okay, what was your favorite pet?
Huh?
What's been your favorite pet so far? We won't tell Maggie. We won't tell her.
Probably Queenie. I mean, that's just. It's hard to compare them when you didn't know them at the same time. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
Do you remember what you did when Queenie died?
huh?
Do you remember what you did when Queenie died?
Yeah.
You drove us around for like a week. Because you didn't want to tell us.
Oh, I don't remember that, but I remember having to go bury her.
Do you want some more bread? Or you think you got enough?
Well, I think I want some more, but I don't know how much more is going to fit in the pan, so. Need a little more sage.
So tell me about Queenie.
Queenie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Queenie was a Great Dane. Queenie was the first pet I ever had as an adult. So she was. She was just very calm, do anything you ask her to do.
Tell us a story about that Halloween.
The what?
The Halloween.
Oh, Halloween?
Yeah.
Well, I took and spritz that fake blood stuff all over me, or over my face, and then now we'll take a little more bread and took a little bit and put it on her snout, and laid down on the living room floor, and she got down with her paws on top of my chest, and so anyway, it was supposed to be funny. However, instead of being funny, little 3 to 5 year old kid, small kid, walked up to the door. Sugar Street looked in and saw the dog. Instead of, yelling or this or that, he took off running. So I had to get up and run him down. That was the last time I pulled something like that.
Whose dog was Reggie then?
Reggie was Queenie's dad. And we bought Queenie. We kind of kept in contact with the people that had her, and so Reggie, they decided to get rid of some of their dogs, and so they called us and asked us if we wanted him. So we took him. He was a funny dog. He wasn't at all like Queenie. Queenie was real settled, down to earth. Reggie used to get on a full-size bed and throw his paws across and take the whole bed. It would not move. It was like, okay, I'm here, this is mine. So you really had to watch with him, because he'd take over somebody's bed in a hurry. Like I say, he was a good dog. In fact, I don't guess I've ever had a bad dog. Yeah.
You loved Hush.
Huh?
I said you loved Hush.
Oh, sure. How could you not love Hush? Good gosh. But
How did this recipe develop?
huh?
How did this recipe develop? It was a working between your mom and dad, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. My mom grew up with your kind of dressing.
Southern cornbread dressing.
Yeah. And my dad grew up with more of a bread dressing. So they first couple of years they tried this, changed this.
Add sage.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Anyway, it got to the point that this is what they liked, so.
Well, tell me about your parents.
Who?
Tell me about your parents. What were they like?
My parents?
Yeah. Growing up.
Just hard-working people. My mother didn't work out of the house. Never did. And my dad was a real stickler for right and wrong. He'd put up with a whole lot. And, so
What did he do? I know he worked on the...
he worked for Phillips Petroleum Company. And, He was a mechanic. Well, worked on the big industrial engines. And like I say, he's just Dad was real, like I say, just pretty much straightforward. What you saw is what you got, and when he said something, it wasn't changed later on. That's the way he felt, and it wasn't, you know. I mean, not that he wouldn't change his mind. It was just the fact that he didn't waffle on anything, I don't think. So, anyway.
What about Grandma?
Oh,
How would you describe her growing up?
nervous. Probably. No woman ever loved her kids more than my mother. But also,
thirsty.
you're thirsty.
Yeah.
We'll get you something out of the refrigerator.
How about Dr. Pepper?
I don't think you want a boost.
These don't taste good. I bet it in one of Angie's Dr. Peppers. She gave me one of her Dr.
Yep.
Peppers. Here.
And Mom always cared. She was always real.
It's good.
Real strong, took care of, like I say, took care of everybody, and she had to have somebody to take care of.
Hey, these are for boys.
So, anyway, she,
What about chocolate?
what you all
milk?
remember about my mom
Chocolate milk.
is something that really didn't hit her till she was 60 years old. And that was
Chocolate milk. Chocolate
she never
milk.
was as stubborn as she got to be when she was older. She really,
It's amazing orange juice.
you know, what everybody remembers about her now is the stubbornness. And I mean, not that she wasn't a certain amount stubborn, but it wasn't
I want
the
those kind of orange juice.
I'm right, you're wrong, no discussion type thing. That just came her later in life. Don't know if she figured she deserved to be right or
She earned it.
what. Yeah, who knows? But, you know, Mom had a lot of faults. But she was, like I say, nobody ever loved their kids more than she did. And so,
What'd you do for family vacations?
when I was growing up, we usually went to California. My granddad lived out there, and we would go out there, and then a lot of times we'd turn around. I mean, you know, we'd pick him up and go. We went to the Black Hills. We went to all different places, but generally we went out there and picked him up and took him with us when we went.
What was he like?
Oh, Grandpa was different. Not what you would think most grandpas are like. He was like I say, just into whatever. His whole backyard was a garden. We used to go, and you wasn't allowed to go in the garden. But he'd always take us in the garden and then let us kids pick stuff. No adult was allowed to even look at the garden. But the kids we went out and he allowed us to go in there and had grapes on them. Had a row of grapevines. And so we got to go pick grapes, which were usually green, but anyway, we'd go pick some grapes and whatever vegetables he'd let us have. His house was a lot of fun because he was a carpenter. Of course, my dad was a mechanic, so Grandpa had a whole different kind of tools. And most of them I'd never seen before, so that was neat to me. But, yeah, like I say, we went out there not every year, but almost every year. And so, that's it. Let's